there's a lot of crazy things happening in the world. You got LA on fire in California,
Right.
which is clearly an act of the Lord. You got wars and rumors of wars. We on the verge of World War III.
Right.
We on the last days. This is before the Lord's anger, the Lord's vengeance is going to come on this place.
Right.
It said gather together before that. So guess what? You're supposed to gather together, understanding that you're an Israelite,
Right.
with your brothers and sisters, and keeping these commandments and learning the faith,
Right.
learning who you are.
If you don't repent, you die. Suspenseful. When sand in your hourglass. Some 2 grains from the bottom half. Israel rising up and you can see the whole world hating that. You ain't stopping us, you dogs, like what the hell?
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I'm all saying to die and nice to meet you. Read.
Nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that are in them is, and rested the 7th day.
He rested the 7th day. He set it aside, he sanctified it, and made it holy.
Right.
For you and for me. For all of us. So that's the first thing. There's not supposed to be any working on the Sabbath. There's no buying or selling either. So for instance, that's why I was saying a lot of our brothers and sisters down here, they're buying, selling. They are patronizing some of these establishments down here. Guess what? None of these places should even be open today.
Right.
But that's why we're out here, to let our brothers and sisters know what God is expecting of us. So, like I said, no buying or selling. We're going to show you that out of the scriptures. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
So, we're not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath. As we have here the account of one of our forefathers, Nehemiah, said we would not buy or sell on the Sabbath day.
Right.
We weren't going to do that.
Right.
When the other nations came to entice us to sell, to buy something from them, no, we're not doing that. Why? Because this day is holy unto God.
Right.
So that's one thing. Guess what else you're supposed to do on the Sabbath? There's a way you're supposed to prepare for it, right? You're supposed to prepare for it in advance. How you doing, sis? We going over the Sabbath day right now. Did you know today is the Sabbath day?
I don't know. If you might.
Okay. But yeah, so we going over the Sabbath day. So there's another thing you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to cook on the Sabbath, right? So guess what? You might be wondering in your mind, well, how in the world am I going to eat something then?
Right.
You heard of leftovers?
Wake them up.
That's all it is.
Right.
You're supposed to prepare in advance. We're going to show you that at the scriptures. You got Exodus. Now, give me a 16. Yeah, give me 16 real quick. Because I want to make this point is that the Lord is just expecting that you prepare in advance. So you make a meal the day before, and then you lay it over into the morning.
Right.
So you can eat it on the Sabbath day. Read.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and see that ye will see. And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So it said, bake what you will bake. We know baking is putting something in the oven. Seed. Do you know what seed means? Seed is just a fancy word for boil. It just means to boil something, okay? So it said, bake what you will bake today, seed what you will seed today, because tomorrow's the Lord's Sabbath.
Right.
So Moses would have been speaking to them on Friday, right? He would have been telling them, hey, y'all need to do that. Prepare, cook whatever you're going to cook, and lay it up so you can eat it on the Sabbath day, so you can keep the Sabbath day holy, right? So we covered 3 things so far, right? No working on the Sabbath. No buying and selling on the Sabbath. The last one was no cooking. So there's another thing you're supposed to do on the Sabbath. Give me that in Leviticus 23. You're supposed to gather together. For instance, you're right here. You ever heard, they say this a lot, but it's true. It says in the midst of 2 or 3 that the Lord is among them. The Lord's Spirit is among them. But guess what? Right here, among the prophets of God, the Lord's Spirit is here and is calling out to y'all.
Right.
It's calling out to y'all to make a change in your lives.
Right.
It's calling out to you all to bring all things back to your remembrance, so you can understand that you are an Israelite according to the Bible.
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
Hey, y'all see what's going on out here? Brothers are waking up. Subscribe. Hit that bell button. Stay tuned. Look for more videos to come, all right?
Read Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is a Sabbath of rest. As of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
So it said it was a holy convocation. Holy convocation. That means a gathering or an assembling together.
Right.
So on the Sabbath day, that is a day where you're supposed to gather together with like-minded brothers and sisters that are striving to keep God's commandments. Matter of fact, give me Zephaniah 2 and 1 real quick, and then we're going to go to fringes. We're going to go to fringes. But actually, I actually kind of want to hit something with you. Have you ever heard about your history about how your people came over to this side of the world? You ever heard about that? Has anybody ever explained it to you?
I haven't fully heard about that. Like not how they got here.
Okay, I want to go over that with you because I really want this to connect with you. Like I really want you to see yourself in the scriptures and understand. Devontae, you, how you feeling, bro? You feel like you learned something? But all praise to the Most High. But guess what? That means you got to continue to apply these things. I think they was going over the beard with you before, right? A beard? You supposed to have a beard? He was going over that with you, wasn't he? All right. Read that first.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth. Before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
So here's the thing. There's a lot of crazy things happening in the world. You got LA on fire in California,
right?
Which is clearly an act of the Lord. You got wars and rumors of wars. We on the verge of World War III. Right. We on the last days. This is before the Lord's anger, the Lord's vengeance is going to come on this place. It said gather together before that. So guess what? You're supposed to gather together, understanding that you're an Israelite, with your brothers and sisters, and keeping these commandments and learning the faith, learning who you are. So guess what? One of the things we talked about, the Lord requires commandments of you. He requires us to keep his commandments. Otherwise, slavery and other terrible things are going to continue to happen to us. So, one of the commandments, give me Leviticus 21 and 5. Give me Leviticus 21 and 5, because I was asking you, did they go over the beard with you? So this is another simple thing, just like taking your hat off your head when the scriptures are coming out. This is another simple thing, but it means a lot. You're supposed to have a beard. A beard is a manly badge of dignity. Read that real quick.
Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their heads, neither they shave off the corners of thy beard.
So you're not supposed to shave your head bald or anything like that. You see like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got the bald head. He's one of the famous people that got the bald head. You're not supposed to make baldness upon your head. You feel me? But you're also not supposed to shave the corners of your beard. You're not supposed to shave that off. Right. Of course, you can get a shape up and all that kind of stuff. You can line it up. You can even shave it down. But you should not shave it all the way off. The Lord gave that to you to show you that you are a man. Right. It's a manly badge of dignity. So don't do that, okay? So that's the first thing. And I wanted to get fringes for you real quick. thing we're supposed to do, we're supposed to wear fringes so we can remember the commandments of God.
Right.
So we can remember to keep them. So we can continue to do the things that we're instructed to do and that the Lord expects of us.
Right.
Read that.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So this is a fringe right here. This is a fringe, right? Border of blue.
And that they put upon the fringe of the border a ribbon of blue.
Okay, so it's supposed to have a ribbon of blue. It can be any color blue, but it gotta be blue.
Right.
So you're supposed to have this on. Here's the reason. Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that they may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So you're supposed to look on them. So anytime you about to go off, you about to say, oh man, I'm about to buy and sell on the Sabbath. You're like, oh wait, I got fringes on. I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm an Israelite. The Lord expects me not to do that. That's what it's saying. Because otherwise, we will forget the commandments and just go after whatever we lust after, whatever we see with our eyes. We are supposed to be keeping God's commandments, okay?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the